Now we are going to approve the purchase orders. The purchase orders are submitted by the employees during the FP period are listed here in the FP Directive. They are organized by blocks, which correspond with the org board. We see in this FP period, purchase orders were submitted by employees from Division 7, 1, 4, and 5. The purchase orders that have not been reviewed yet have a gray background. For each purchase order we see a photo of the employee that submitted the order. When we move our cursor over the avatar, a small pop-up form appears. Here we can see the name and contact details of the employee, and we can send a message through the internal communication system here, or email. Here, in this form, we can open employees' post for looking up the information in it, or looking up the statistics. For each purchase order, we see its number, assigned automatically by ASMX, and the purpose of the expense. Each purchase order can be opened by clicking on the hyperlink. Here we see all of the information in detail: the situation, the data, and the solution. We can also see here any files that are attached. The text and the situation, data, and solution cannot be changed as they were entered by the author of the purchase order, but we can change the payment method or source. Of course, we can approve the purchase order or decline it, and here we see the appropriate buttons. We can also type a comment regarding approving or declining a purchase order. Let's type "Submit next week," then press Decline. We see that the purchase order background became red as it is declined. In the purchase order row, we can also see the type of expense. Some of the expense types may be marked as operating expenses, which are the most vital for the business. First, we will need to review and approve the purchase orders assigned to these expense types. We can approve or decline the purchase order on the right side of the list with these buttons: Approve and Decline. The third button you see here resets the purchase order, which means it returns it to its original status, not reviewed. On the next button, we can enter a comment. If there is a comment already entered, the color of the button will be orange, as you see here. If there is no comment, the color of the button will be gray. In this field, we enter the amount to be approved. We can approve the requested amount or change it. Here we see the source it was approved from, either income or a fund. In this list, the only fund type which appears is checking. The savings fund does not appear. Regarding each source of approval, we can see an available amount. If the amount is enough for the purchase order, the font color will be green. If there is not enough money, the color will be red. As we work with approving and declining purchase orders and bills, these amounts will be updated automatically by the ASMX program. If there is more than one person working with the FP Directive at the same time, you will see the purchase order statuses update automatically on each computer. There is no need to refresh the page. As you see here, there are tabs similar to other ASMX pages. In the tabs, you can select purchase orders by status: not reviewed, approved, declined, or paid. Over here is the expanded filter, as you have seen throughout the ASMX program. By clicking on this, you will have more options. You may filter here by the person or by the post which submitted the purchase order, or by source, payment type, or expense category.